G'day guys, what's your favourite Longtos? At the moment I'm loving my buckfifty remix version of the Longtos. Shoots at around 150 to 180 depending on what spring you want to run in it. It's got a fantastic little prime on it. It's a little bit shorter than the standard version. Runs a shorter snout. The barrel is enclosed within the front end of the Longtos, and it's got rifling all built in. Great little piece of machinery. There's your barrel. These are a lot of fun for indoor. Probably not as powerful or accurate for outdoor stuff, but for close quarter combat, this would be a really good primary, a really good go-to. If you've got a 3D printer and you can print one of these, or you've got someone that can print one up for you, they are absolutely great. I've got a few of these now. They hold very good air. The seals on these is fantastic. As you can see, get a very good air seal. It's hard to get your finger over that, but that's a very good air seal they get. Probably one of my next favourite at the moment would be the Longtos, and it is a long dart version of the Longtos. So the buckfifty version is a much smaller, much shorter version. The original Longtos is a little bit shorter again than both of these. So you can see the comparison there. They go up in size. So that's your buckfifty version with the shorter enclosed barrel inside it. I think the barrel's around about 200, 205, something like that from memory. It's a very short barrel. Same plunger tube, so still capable of 250 to 270 FPS with the right spring in it. You're just not going to have the accuracy because you've got a shorter barrel. The good old Longtos standard length with I think a 350, maybe 380 barrel on it. They shoot somewhere around about 300 if it's set up well. I think Bradley Smith done a good review on one I sent him recently, and he was getting 300 on his, and it was just basically a complete stock setup. This one's printed in full ABS. I wanted to see how ABS would print and handle on one of these, and it prints and handles beautifully. All these at the moment that you're seeing are running the TPU pusher mod upgrade. You can choose whether you want to do that or not when you build your Longtos. So that's the Longtos, and it shoots long darts, and I absolutely love this at the moment. Watching this just cane people with long darts is so much fun. The barrel is short, it's enclosure. You can run an extended barrel if you like, but I figure for long darts you just want to have a bit of fun. So I've used the buckfifty mod on this, and I think this runs about a 230 barrel, 220, 230 barrel, something like that. It is a fantastic 200 and probably 240, 250 long dart shooter, which is a great blaster. Feels good too in this red. This is a really nice, you know, premium feeling blaster. You know, this whole thing just has an injected molded feel to it. No rattles other than the magazine. These are really fantastically built blasters. Next, I suppose you could. This looks like the entry on the Star Wars movie. This is the XXLTos, as you see it coming into view, and she's a big girl. This has been extended to give you a 209mm plunger tube. The front's been extended. It's got a side prime on it just to make it easy to get your prime on. Runs bipod. It's a fantastic blaster. This one shoots right now at about 380. I've de-shimmed it just for an easier prime, just so you can get that easier, get it primed and get it loaded. I didn't have it in my shoulder then, but yeah, that's a decent prime. It is or isn't. This isn't running the TPU, so I'm not keen to dry fire this. But yeah, she's a fantastic and dead accurate, incredibly accurate shooter. especially over about 50 to 60 metres. I rarely miss the target once I've settled in and got it in my sights. Fantastic blaster. But there's your different ones at the moment. Somebody will come up with something new, maybe a Longtos with the XL kit put on it, which would make it longer again and be crazy mad for shooting long darts. But yeah, that's pretty much the different ones you can get your hands on right now. If you're into your blasters and you've got a 3D printer, definitely print one. You won't regret it. It's a new way of thinking about how blasters print. There's no more of this printing blasters in sections and running torsion bars and threaded rods to try and pull the blaster together. Longtos just pulls itself together and it is dead rigid. You know, you're really going to have to work hard to break this. Printed in PLA, printed in ABS, printed in whatever you want, you know, PETG. It prints well no matter what. Easy print, about a roll of filament to print one of these, a little bit more to print the larger one. The hardware kits are dead simple. The plunger tube's easily found online. You can get it from AliExpress, you can get it off eBay, you can go metal tube, you can go plastic tube or PC, polycarbonate tube. You can add shims onto the springs if you want more or less power. So shimming your spring is as simple as popping off your buttstock. Simple, that's adjustable too, don't forget, you get an adjustable buttstock. Pop your spring out and you can see this one's already shimmed up. So that's got a bunch of shims on it. So this would be shooting probably close to maximum because you're working on how far you can compress that spring in the rear tube there. And that one would pretty much be, I'd say, probably about 150, maybe 170. That's a great little blaster. And once they've got the TPU inside, you can dry fire these all day. You know, usually that's a no-no on these things. Ball dent up the front, of course, to lock her into place. Fantastic, you know, adjustable stock. Quick release for your spring, 1, 2, at the back. Quick takedown, 1, 2, 3 screws. The whole back comes off. There's your quick takedown. Beautiful, smooth, simple trigger action. One of the best by far mag drop in the business. There is no better mag drop than this right now. If you want to do that John Wick flick, you can. Easy, simple. They're great bloody blasters. Go get yourself one today. Cheers.